people just giving their hand out to say, let me probably take you one step. I don't know what that can do. But I took that one step and made sure I walked 3 steps in front of that. Why I say that is, you as engineers, you have at least a path lined out for you. You know, you finish your 4 years of engineering, you have people come in, you have placements done. If you do well, you get a job. If you don't, you at least have somewhere to go, because you have, or you get one nice sambandham and get married. Because most of my cousins did that only. They did engineering and got married. Drives me nuts. But as artists, for us, we have no path. We are walking in a dark tunnel. There is no light at the end of the day. I will speak for the people here, right here, behind the camera. Unless you absolutely love it, you're not going to do what you're doing there. You know, because it's not a sustainable job. Your parents would have told you that, right? Because we all want sustainable jobs, whatever that is. But I had that belief in me. I knew very small. When I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to be an actor. But I had to wait till I was 26 years old to even say it out loud. First to myself, then to my family, and to the world at large. Because that is not what is expected of an Indian woman, especially a Telugu girl, especially Mohan Babu's daughter. How dare you have an ambition? How dare you have a dream? How dare you want to become a film star? I didn't want to put anybody in shame. I did not want to be a failure in front of my dad's eyes, because he is our hero. No matter what I do, and I'm sure all of you make fun of me when I say I won Oscars or when I speak about my English, whatever I do in my life and win and succeed, it's going to be under my father's umbrella. Because what he broke through, we will never be able to do through a few lifetimes. So he will always be our hero. And how horrible it is to disappoint your hero. But then, I had a heart, I had a dream. I wanted to live a life that I enjoyed, and not just get married and make babies like dogs, pigs, and every other animal on earth. I wanted to be special, and I knew there was something that was driving me to say so. I took the plunge. Thank God I got a job, and then another job. But I didn't stop. I didn't walk into a room and they said, so beautiful here, here's your job. No, I started my career as a background artist. I wasn't sure if I wanted to share so much, but I'm going to. I started my career as a background artist, like a junior artist. Do you know what a background artist is? A junior artist. People you'll see in the background walking away this way, that way. I wanted to be on set. And if that is all I was going to do, then that be it. I had to first understand how much is it that I wanted to be an actor. Was it because I was Mohan Babu's daughter? Was I used to cutting lines? Was I used to getting the best table in a restaurant or the front line in a temple? Or was it that I really wanted to be an artist and tell stories and inspire people through that? America gave me that opportunity to break me down and say, this is who you really are. You know, doesn't matter if you're whose daughter you were. They did not know whose daughter I was. But they were willing to see who I was. And that opportunity came to me because I was away from my little well, that I thought the world was around this. You know, in Telugu, there is a proverb, Babylon Kappa thinks the world is around itself. And I was like that. I had to get out of the Bavi. If I'm going to share something with all of you girls and boys, take time off for yourself. Do not be in a hurry to get that next job after your engineering. As you keep thinking, this is it. Once I get a job, my life is set. Once I get married, this is set. Once I have 1 kid, 2 kids, it's never ending kids only, your life is. It's a continuous process. The more you work, the more challenges you're going to face. I see a lot of, suicides that happen, especially among students. Placement రాలేదని చచ్చిపోయి నువ్వు ఇన్ని రోజులు ఇంజనీరింగ్ చదివిన దానికి వాల్యూ ఏమైంది? You know, 10th standard kids, 12th standard kids, what do they know about life to kill themselves? Do you know what I think that is wrong in our education system? You learn about history, geography, aeronautical sciences, but not a Ramayana and Mahabharata. You know, Rama was all of 16 years old. Thank you very much. You know, Rama was all of 16 years old when he was sent off to Vanvasam. He put Mimali, tell you to walk from here to Jubilee Hills, you'll die. What Vanvasam, and he lived, what a life he lived until then. You know, the best of the sages taught him. He was known as the best warrior. And then his dad said, I'm not in a good mood, you gotta leave because I don't want to upset my wife. Rama said, okay, Tata, Daddy, I don't want to hurt you. And what did he go through? I mean, it's so relevant today for Sri Ram Navami, and that's why I brought this up. What did he go through, man, to like survive and fight in Ravana? He was like the most powerful, like he had Shiva, Lord Shiva dancing to his tunes. He went against him. You know, and that is our mythology. We fought and we fight and we are fighters. You got to realize that no matter how many engineering students are here, all of you have WhatsApp? Yes. So all of you have WhatsApp. No, you don't have to take other people's WhatsApp. You have your own. Realize that. You, each and every one of you are super duper fantastically special. You could be getting 99% and you could be getting 36. 36 and a pass mark? 35. 35? I would have failed in all subjects even. 40 machara. I come from the time when it was 35. And when I got 36, I would like break 100 coconuts. But it's wherever you are knowing that you're special. And I think that's what gave me that is what put me where I am today. And once I've worked very, 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 very hard to be where I am today. I'm still working very hard. I'm the only woman in Telugu to be a producer, to be an actor, to be doing web series, to doing television, to be doing movies. And nobody supports me. My dad doesn't give me a penny. I have not taken a penny from him. Although I do complain all the time. I said, but then he has his reasoning. But that is the way he raises us, right? And now that I am here, I'm not saying I'm rich. I have a rich daddy. I am not rich. I'm still paying off the debt for a movie that I made 5 years ago. That broke me down terribly. I thought I couldn't survive. I didn't know how to make it better because I never believed in money. Believe it or not, I do not have 1 square foot of land that I bought for myself. Because whatever I make, I give it back to the society in any which way possible. Because if I can, only with me, my dad would always say, you know, just because if your house is clean, sparkling, beautifully fragrant, and you're living next to a chattakupa, that chattakupa smell is going to come to you. Make sure that chattakupa is removed and kept clean, and your neighboring, the people around you are kept clean and taken good care of. And that is what that was instilled in me. And when I do a show like Maharani and inspiring already achieved women in television, or I'm doing a show like Memu Saitam that humbles me and shows me what true compassion is, it is me giving back to the society. It can be any which way. You don't really have to have money to do so. Reach your hand out. If you're good at math, teach somebody who's not good at math. If one of your dream was to be a musician here, support a musician that you know is struggling today. Pick something that is connected to you. All of you have something that you're passionate about. It could be about embroidery, it could be about world peace. It could be about feeding somebody, or it could be about educating somebody. That is the only way we as a country can move forward, because you, my darlings, are the future. You are the future. You could be sitting here saying that, oh my God, I got to get to class, my life is a mess, I don't know how to finish this project. All of that is true, you have to handle all that. But know that as Indians, we have a bigger burden. Here you go, China's putting streets and belts and roads, and we are so much more talented. But you know, a part of it, because we are a democracy, we are not able to go forward that forth. What democracy means that we take charge, right? We as students, we as people, take charge about our country. Nobody is going to come and tell you, Babu, what are you going to do for the future? It is your responsibility to do so. And when each of you take one thing that is close to your heart, I'm not saying wake up every morning, do this, do that, no. Pick one thing and be willing to give your life for it. Fight for it. And if just this room full of people commit to something today, within a year, you will see a sea of change. Don't you think so? Don't you? You feel it? You don't? And that's all it takes. When they ask me how at large what you do is going to affect the society, I don't do it for the people in Memusaitam. I don't do it for the actresses in Maharani. I don't do it because you're going to give me a crown, because you will not even know the things I do. I'm not interested in telling you what I do. It is important for me to do it as a human being, because I want to do it. And when I do it, there is a ripple effect. And each of you are eyes. You throw one little stone, there is a ripple effect. You throw a large stone, there's still a ripple effect. No matter how big the stone or the size of the stone is, there is a ripple effect. Right? So all of you, thank you. All of you take that responsibility in your life and see how you can move this world one step ahead at a time. Because you know what? We will always complain about what is not right, because I think as Indians, we just bike start that's okay. That is life. I'm telling you, looking back, I was one of those people saying that just this one audition, if I book this job, I'm going to show the world who I am. And I booked 10 jobs. And then a wedding in the family brought me to India. I did not plan to come back to this country. I did not. This country did not give me anything that I wanted. They wanted me to be less than who I was. I was a certain kind of a woman that I shouldn't have an ambition. I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't show my teeth. I shouldn't wear sleeveless. I shouldn't sit in front of boys. That's how I was raised. I was no different from any of you here. At least you guys are in the city here. Now it's 2018. This was 20 years ago. Can you imagine how that was? Not fun. So I did not want to come back here. America embraced me. It embraced me for who I was. It recognized me as Lakshmi Manchu, as an individual. And that is why I loved that country, because I didn't have to satisfy my Pakintolu, Edrintolu, my Chuttalu, who I don't even know who they are. What do I care? Are they going to pay for my electricity bill? No. And then I had to worry about them. But I didn't want to come back, but I did. Here I am. And I'm not going to sit here and complain about what my life has become, because every time I tell people, if you get an opportunity, go somewhere, go anywhere where you have a better life, and then give back to India, because at least you are happy there. You're not sitting here and complaining about it. But when I did come back,